here now. So Seint starts with 3 shades, and they're strategically placed and to where they're going to give your face depth, definition. It's going to brighten where you want to have a focal point, and then it's just going to be natural where you want it to be. 1 layer. Let's get started. Okay, this is contour. Contour is so different, and it was like a totally foreign concept to me when I first saw this. I was like, why in the world is she putting that up there? Because it's contour and it creates shadows. I have hair loss and a high forehead. This makes it not as noticeable. Did it make my hair grow back? No. Did it do all these wonderful things as far as hair growth is concerned? No. But you can just sculpt your face in a way that makes you feel and look better. Now, we're going to come over here and we're going to define the cheek and lift it. We're going to go right on the cheekbone, right at the outer corner of the eye, and go up towards the upper part of your ear. Same thing over here. Feel for your cheekbone. Your cheekbone is round, and you can feel, put your hands on your face, ladies. Let's feel those cheekbones. There you go. Now, do they have to be exact? No, but close, because we're going to blend, so that's going to take care of anything that you think you might have messed up. You didn't mess up anything. So here we go. We're going to start on this fatty part. And again, because I don't know what to call it, the fatty part of your jowl, and go up towards the bottom part of the ear. Stay on the jawbone. Don't come up on your face. We're creating a shadow. So again, on the fatty part of the jaw and up towards the bottom part of the ear. See how that has created a shadow, but it's not up on my face. That is what you're looking for. Now, see where these 2 divots are, where those jowls are? I'm just going to come down my neck. Why am I doing this? Because I have a turkey neck. You're either going to have, as you age, a turkey neck or a double chin. That's your choices. Due to weight loss, I went from a double chin to a turkey neck. So this is going to create a shadow that's going to bring my chin forward, and you're going to notice my chin more than the flabby stuff that's going on down there. Now we're going to contour the nose. I'm just going to just put a little bit on my pinky. Rub my pinkies together. Again, this is cream, so it spreads like butter. And we're just going to come down the top part of my nose. Now what that is going to do is make my nose look a little more elongated and just a little bit narrower. What we're doing is we went in staying on top of the nose into the natural shadow of your nose. Contour can be used on your eyebrows as eyeshadow and as lip liner. So it has multiple uses rather than just defining your face and adding shadows. Now, we're going to move to the next shade, which is a brightening shade. And why are we going to brighten? Because we're going to accentuate the parts of our face we want to show and we want you to see. Now, again, today I'm using a different shade because I really did like white peach yesterday. So I'm going to use white peach again today. I used to use linen, as most of you know, or that's the shade I was color matched to as a brightener, was linen. But I'm really liking the way the white peach looks. I was getting to look a little bit white, but I am a little that much tanned. So, okay, let's just, there we go. Now, see how much narrower my nose looks once we added the brightener to the contour. Now, we're going to brighten the Cupid's bow because we're staying in the center of the face and the center of the chin. Now, let's come to the eyes. Play up your eyes, ladies. Even though they're mature and they're hooded, play up your eyes. So we're going to brighten the outer corner, we're going to brighten the inner corner, and we're going to go right down the side of the nose. Again, inner corner and right down the side of the nose. Don't use much. You don't need much product. There we go. This cream, it's wonderful. Maybe we'll put just a little bit right there. There we go. You can also use this as a base. Put a little bit on your eyelids to use as a base for eyeshadow. That works really well too. It gives that eyeshadow something to grab onto. Now we're going to create what I like to call a focal point, which is going to lift the eye. Who doesn't want an eye lift? There you go. See how this eye is more up, this eye is drooping down? It's all in the putting the correct shade in the correct spot. So here we go. We're going to create a focal point over here. And again, we're doing it with everything that is in our 4 palette. So that's shade number 2. We used contour, which looks like it's way too dark. We used a brightening shade, which is white peach for me today, and that looks like it's too light. Now we're going to come to the other highlight, the third highlight, which is today Hazel. And we're just going to put it where I don't have any other makeup. It's like a filler shade, and again, it's the closest to my skin tone, my natural skin tone. We don't want to look like we have a mask on. Now, I do have somewhat of a rosacea redness because it's like I'm always red simply because of the rosacea. So we're just going to tap this right, like I say, in between. Now see, this is a good example of the 3 shades. I have my contour shade, I have my main shade, and then I have my brightening shade. All strategically placed. It's all in where you put it. Now, you can also, as you come over here and see, I have a loss of volume in my face. So I have natural shadows on either side where lovely my face has sunk in. Isn't that exciting? So I'm going to come back to my brightener and I'm just going to tap a little bit of brightener right there just to help cancel a little bit of the shadow. See, look at that. Isn't that something? It's amazing what the right shade in the right place can do for your face. And again, we're not putting it all over our face. We're strategically putting each shade where it should be. Now today, only because I have purple on, I am going to use the shade of Plum. There we go. Now, Plum is a satin. I prefer a gloss because it feels better, so I'm going to have to put like some Seint gloss on top of this because it is a satin. There we go. Again, this is Plum. And so many have asked, how do I choose my lip and cheek shades and my eyeshadow shades? By whatever I'm wearing. That's how. It's not science. I just see what I'm wearing and then I just match something to it. Now, this is a lip and a cheek, and notice I'm not going past the corner of my eye. I'm going diagonally, so I'm lifting. We want to lift. Here we go. And I am just a little bit extra, so I go heavy on the lip and cheek. That's the other thing. The lip and cheek, how much you use is up to you. All of it is up to you, but you don't need much product on your face. If you can feel your contour and your 2 highlights on your face, chances are you're using too much. And that's really easy to do because what are we taught when we shake that liquid bottle? If you see something you think you need to cover, add more, add more, add more. Not the way, because with Seint, this is so pigmented, you're only going to need a little bit. These are the 4 shades I used, and here we go. Now, cream makeup does need to be set. So what you can do is you can spray your face now. You can spray your face after with some setting spray. Setting spray is kind of setting spray. If you have one you love, then by all means use that. But Seint does make a good one. Here you go. Now, you can also spray your brush. The other thing is you can use setting powder if you prefer and you don't want as much of the shine as this is going to give or the glow. I live in a very humid area in Southeast Louisiana. I'm right outside of New Orleans. So I give my brush a squirt of setting spray and just get it a little bit damp and kind of set that way as I go, and then come back with the setting powder because it's humid, it's hot here. Like today, we're almost going to hit 90. I mean, it's hot. So, and it's like walking into warm air. You can almost feel the air. It's so humid here. It's just yuck. So anyway, Now we're going to blend. You don't need to do a lot of blending because you want a soft blend. And we're not going to just, because each shade needs to stay in its own lane. So here we go. We are just going to gently go around with soft circles and then drag this down our neck because we want to create the shadow. We want the chin to come forward so you don't notice the double chin or the turkey neck. Now with the turkey neck, you come closer to the chin and down. If you have a double chin, you want to start about halfway between where your jowl is and where your ear is and come further down because you're going to have this little piece sticking out. Come down and then up. It's just a way to camouflage that double chin. Now, we're going to come and we're just going to do what I call stippling, which is gently pressing and tapping this makeup where you want it to go and where you want it to stay. You don't want to brush it. You want to tap. Now, with it being cream, it has warmed to the temperature of my face. And it is spreading really, really well. So that's the other thing, that by placing it where you want it to go and where you want it to stay, it's going to warm to your face and it's going to spread easier. Now, I notice I'm not doing anything with the contour on my cheeks and my forehead or my nose right now. I am just concentrating on the lighter shades and I'm just spreading. You might hear I need to go a little bit circly because I have uneven skin and sometimes there's wrinkles up there. So you might need to just swirl it just a little bit, but don't blend the two together. That's what I'm saying. Now we're just going to tap on this nose, tap on this side because we want a soft blend. See how just tapping? There we go. The contour. The nose still looks a little narrower. It still looks elongated, and it's not the distinct lines I have here, but the shadows are there. If you blend too much, you're going to blend the shadow out. Now, we're going to come to this contour here, and we're just going to blend it up into that hairline. You don't want that white hairline to show through, so you just want to do a little bit of a circle blend, and again, up into the hairline. Look really well and make sure you don't have any white showing because it is going to be, especially me with gray hair, it's really going to show a lot. So just really look well, really look good, and make sure you've got that blended really well into the hairline. Now, we're going to come over to this cheek. There's not a rhyme or reason as to why I do this. It's just what I do. I stipple up and down on the contour twice. And then I grab it with the lip and cheek or blush and just go right up into the temple. Same thing over here, up and down twice, then grab it and just up into the temple with the blush. There we go. I am done. Setting powder. I'm just going to tap into a little bit of setting powder. And then just press. There you go. Just that easy, just that simple. There we go. And when I use the setting powder, I really only go in the places where my face sweats. And again, I double set because I am in a very hot and humid area. So there you go. How easy was that? I can do this in 15 minutes or less using these 4 shades. And again, the Lip and Cheek is strictly your choice. And this brush. What could be simpler? So how do you get started with this amazing makeup? That's a beautiful question and a real easy one. You need a color match, and I'm here to do that for you. The color match is 100% free with 0 obligation to buy. You do not have to buy a thing, nor do you have to pay anything for it. What you do have to do, which does hurt just a little bit, or it did me, is send me a makeup-free selfie. Ugh. I did not want to do that, but I did, and I am so thankful that I did. What I want you to do is go to a window in your home, look outside of the window, and let the natural light come in. Not sunlight, just natural light. Look into your phone, catch your face, a little bit of your neck and your décolleté, and take a selfie. In the copy up here, I think there'll be a number. You just text #match. It will send you the link, and you just upload your selfie there, answer 4 simple questions, and that's it. I'll do the rest. What happens if you buy and you don't and you love it? That's wonderful. Share it with everybody. If you buy and you aren't satisfied for any reason, Seint has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, I just ask you, what do you have to lose? I thank you for joining me today. You've blessed me with your presence again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Seint is wonderful makeup. Give it a try. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I will see you again next time. Be blessed.